Hey guys, this is Trish with your weekly forecast for June 10th through June 16th. I have to first say that restless energy is really kicking my ass right now, and last month I had one of the people that does my tarot readings, they said something about having to give up something you love. And I wondered, and I wondered, and I wondered, and I probably shouldn't have put all that energy into wondering. So I had to surrender a dog, my Purkala, and from being displaced, I've been keeping him at my sister's house, and he has some kind of skin issue that I've been battling. Doing everything I can, short of spending money on vet because I don't have money. And it came to the point where he had to go to the vet. So my dad did some calls and he got a hold of Aloha Ilio Rescue, and they put an ad on their Facebook page asking for someone to foster, and it really pissed me off. I was severely disturbed by the kind of stuff they said. They had no idea about the dog. They were purely speculating, but I could just see it now. And actually for a minute I was afraid to say something like that was my dog. After reading all the comments, oh poor baby, how could somebody let him get to this stage? I really just wanted to say, fuck all you people, shut the fuck up, you don't know nothing. And I sat on it, and I waited, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried. As you can see, my eyes are kind of fat, because I did cry last night, and yesterday, and this morning. I'm most likely not done yet, but the rescue came and picked him up this morning. I had gone to see him yesterday and spent some time and sang his favorite song, and he sang too. Really hard for me. He was 6 weeks old when I got him, and he'd gotten caught in the snare that somebody inadvertently had left to catch some prowlers, not for pigs, but when he came home, he'd been gone for over 24 hours, so we knew his foot was gone at that point. And we ended up having to take him to the vet, having him amputated, and then since then, and like I said, he had some skin issues, and I tried everything homeopathic. I had to get him help, and so now I don't have one of my babies anymore, and it's really sucking. It's so doing a number on me, and I know that many of you out there are dealing with the same exact energy that I'm dealing with right now. So I know that you'll pardon me if I just sit here and read off of my, well, I'm not going to read off of my notes, but excuse me. I'm going to do your forecast, and I'm pretty much half reading it. What I initially do is I interpret the transits, but just the definitions, and then I have to write it and rewrite it and read it over and over again to really get a feel of what they mean, because I can throw a bunch of words at you, but without stringing it together there's no understanding. And I should be doing that because that helps you figure out how to respond or repel energies, depending on which. Okay, look, I'm already feeling better. Like I said, I'm purging a little bit, so there might be another tear or two somewhere in here, not too sure. But so anyways, yeah, there's not going to be any prettiness about it, because frankly I don't give a shit how people are seeing me right now. I'm here to do your horoscope, so let's get on with it. Okay, so Sunday, June 10th, we have codes of 1 and 9, which is beginnings and endings. We be feeling determined, warm, affectionate, artistic, but you gotta watch for possessiveness, being overcautious, being rigid, and a slave to routine. Mix it up if you have to. Not that our emotions aren't already mixed up, but mix it up physically. That day, it's a little bit of trouble, yet another back and forth, thinking about things, wanting to do things, but then lacking the drive to do it. It's all mostly mental energy in our head, so you know, getting up and doing something physically is hard coming at the moment. We'll have self-discipline. We will want things in order regardless of these issues that we're having, whatever trouble we're having integrating new information into our new truths. Okay, and then on Monday, which is June 11th, we have 1111 code, 11 manifestation year, 11 day, and we also have a 1, 2, new beginnings. So we're going to be manifesting new beginnings that day. There's void of the moon, so you got two choices: either catch up on your daily responsibilities or rest. Either one. And at this point, I'm thinking maybe rest. A lot of mind energy going on, burning a lot in the brain burn. Okay, so we'll still be feeling determined, warm, affectionate, artistic. That day, it's a pretty nice day. There's good transits. There's no squares, no oppositions. It's all trine and wow, brain fart. Yeah, I'm losing my shit. Okay, give me a second. Anyways, they're all good transits. So basically, we'll be spiritual, daydreaming. We will have transformations that day. It's all going to be mostly in our heads. Like I said, it's mental energy and not physical. I don't see anything about energy for that day, but your mind will be going, but it will be happy. You'll be fun loving, compassionate. You'll be emotionally sensitive. Your love and values will be forefront that day. That your mind will be on your relationships and your relationships with money. Tuesday, June 12th, we have 12 equals 3, so we have codes of 3 and 2, which is joy, creativity. 2 is intimate communication, one-on-one, teamwork. That day, the moon is in Gemini, so we'll be fun-loving, versatile. We'll have intelligent communication. And something I noticed too on that day, exactly at 1 p.m., 1 being new beginnings, there's 2 transits going on, and let's see, Mercury and Cancer. Okay, so basically it's about emotional sensitivity, being nurturing, possibility of real estate profits, inheritance, from the female side. There might be oh my goodness, I totally lost my stuff again. Excuse me. Alright, well anyways, there's possibility of real estate profits and inheritance from the female side of the family. And at that same time, at 1 p.m., we are also having the moon trining Mars. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of positive energy towards harmony, emotional sensitivity. And like I said, the numbers were 3 and 2. So we're going to have romantic, intimate communication, one-on-one magnetic connection, and it will be joyful and creative. Wednesday is the new moon in Gemini. The new moon in Gemini is at 22 degrees. It's fun-loving, intelligent, communicative, witty, and charming. And the fact that it's at 22 degrees means that it's going to be a peaceful new moon. Also, the numerology codes for the day, we have 4, which is for manifestation, grounding, stability. We also have 21, which is the truth shall set you free. 21 equals 3, which is joy and creativity. That same day, we also have a void of the moon. So same thing, either take care of your everyday responsibilities or take a rest. Okay, now we may experience some confusion, but for the most part it's going to be a compassionate, sensitive, sensitive time with a lot of communication, and this will be for the better. It will be intelligent communication. It's not going to be total mush or total BS. This is what we're waiting for, a little love, especially after this last week where a lot of us were asking, where is the love? So there will be something happening that day, though. We do have a Uranus transit, which means radical change. So that intimate connection and the love and joy that day, being wise and being communicative is really going to be boosted and enhanced by the transits, the rest of the transits that day. I don't see anything that's too hard. I mean, the moon is is squaring Neptune. That tends to create some confusion, or wait, what does it do? It creates confusion, or it makes you like daydreamy. And if it's a hard angle like it is here, it's generally fantasy, illusion, and confusion. Okay, so watch that. Try to avoid that energy. I was speaking with somebody this morning, and they were talking about how people generally like to read their horoscopes and go, oh, this is going to happen today. Oh crap! They speak like it's a finality. Okay, like it's your fate. No. Okay. Excuse me. These transits are what's happening in the skies. Okay, this is all the possible energies of the day. It is your job. Now, I read mine in the morning and I read mine in the evening. Yes, I read my own, and yes, I have other people that do it too. And the thing is, these are just all the possible energies. It's whatever you devote your attention and your energies to. So if you come up, you have a horoscope with that says, oh, you might watch your blah 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 today, and you walk around all day going, oh, somebody's gonna screw me over, blah blah blah. Somebody's gonna screw you over, because that's what you're putting your energy towards. Now, I always say I like to read my horoscope in the morning. That way I know which energies to avoid and which ones to devote more time to. Okay, and I hope you do that too. If not, start. Because this is not the end-all be-all. There is always free will, and that is that is the key here. There is free will. You don't have to follow the energies. You can do whatever you want. You have free will, but harm none. Not even yourself. And that same day we have Venus entering Leo, when same day as the new moon in Gemini, and that's basically your love relationships, your love and money. Love and money is you're gonna have healthy self-esteem. You'll be affectionate, generous, playful, warm, and expressive. The sun. Okay, and it's going to be an energetic day. So overall a lovely, energetic togetherness overtone for Wednesday and the new moon. Okay, then we get to Sunday. Wow. Okay, Thursday, June 14th. We have code of 5 and 22. Okay, now the 5, depending upon what equals it, and in this case it's June 14th, so 1 and 4 equals 5. It's also a new beginning besides the 1. It also stands for freedom, pioneering risk, and a possible surprise. Now when we have the 23 that equals 5, that means a gift. So this could possibly be a gift too, but not necessarily a gift, but more of something that surprises you. It could be something that someone says, something that you see. It could be anything, but whatever it is, take it as a gift. Okay, That day we will be imaginative, sympathetic, we'll have emotional sensitivity, but we'll also be versatile, fun-loving, and we will be making wise decisions and communicating intelligently. Let's see, did I miss anything? Oh, Uranus that day is still transiting. The moon is opposing Uranus. So there will be some radical change, all in the mind, of course. I do not see anything about physical energy. It's all basically about your thoughts and feelings, these moon transits. But you may have a little bit of trouble with boundaries and limitations, but other than that, things look very nice and peaceful for Thursday also. Okay, later on in Thursday, we have, okay, yeah. The Venus squaring Uranus at 1 degree in Leo Taurus. Love and values, love, relationships and money. Now, you're having trouble integrating something that has occurred to you, awakening, shake up, whatever. And the fact that it's happening at 1 degree tells me it's a new beginning, and it's in Leo Taurus. So not only is it energetic, it's also patient and determined. So whatever's going on, whatever things that you have thought about, realized, and then tried to incorporate in your truth, you're still having issues with that. And I think a lot of it is compromise. What with a lot of people being displaced and extra people in your household, people are really biting their tongues, and it's not just to maintain the harmony, but it's just because they've accepted that you have to give of yourself. And sometimes you have to bite your tongue in order to give. I know I do. I have to bite my tongue all the time. So anyways, yeah, there will be emotional growth that day, that's for sure. But at the same time, we're still going to maintain that healthy self-esteem and be practical, possibly stubborn, and definitely introverted. On Friday, June 15th, we have codes of 6 and 5. Now the 5, that's the one I was telling you about. It's actually 23. 2 plus 3 equals 5, which equals success, okay? But it being 23, the royal star of the lion, means a possible gift also. And 6 is feeding the soul, being responsible socially, helping others, helping other people. Okay, and also that day, yet another void of moon, which means take care of your daily responsibilities or take a rest. Okay, so Friday, June 15th, that day too, we have the code of 666. Once again, don't freak out. This is the second time, okay, we had the 6 on the 6, and that was a huge day of feeding the soul, social responsibility, helping others, just your social connections, doing for others, just because you have so much love and you want to help. So we have another 666 coming up, which is the same thing, okay. Nurturing emotional sensitivity. Oh, and that's the thing with on Friday, that 666 is still going to be really emotional. And folks, we've been emotional all week, last week and this week, because of that water trine we have and still have. But along with that flood of emotions, we also have other floods of abundance. I mean, money, love, luck. Everything's coming. It may not be exactly as you want it, but the abundance is here. So take advantage of it, use it, take freely, but don't forget to reciprocate. You must give freely also. Give and receive, the exchange of energy. Yeah, that's what's important here. Okay, so that day 666, spirituality, creativity, fantasy, dreamy, but in a good way, because I see here the other transits. Now that third 6 comes in with Mercury opposing Saturn. So that would be thoughts and communications, having trouble with self-discipline, order, boundaries, and limitations. So that's yet again fighting ourselves inside our mind to produce something different. Okay, what's in here is not going to be shown out there. Shown out there is what you're supposed to be doing. In here is what's saying, no, you can't do that. You never used to do that before. And then you've got the other voice inside your head going, shut up. This is what you're supposed to do. You got to do it. Chill and just fucking go with the flow. And okay, so that Mercury in opposition with Saturn is at 6 degrees in Cancer Sagittarius. So at 6 degrees is, like I said previously, feeding your soul, helping other people, social responsibility, showing your love through service. And it being in Cancer and Cancer/Sagittarius, Cancer is very sensitive and emotional. So there's going to be a lot of emotions that day, and I see two hard transits going on with the expansion and growth and discipline. So this may definitely be all in your head, and you may end up daydreaming that day. You may end up thinking about what you could do to help people, or thinking about what you can change in yourself to be of better service to people. Determination, responsibility, patient, ambitious, and organized. So you're going to be putting things in order, even though it's really going to be hard. Your brain, you got the left side and the right side, you know, good and evil fighting each other in there, and you're, you know, slapping your head and knock it off, quit fighting. It's definitely we're still in adjustment period, and with these transits, that's making a lot of people sad and depressed. Oh, that's another thing too. If anybody is sad or depressed, please check on them. Please check on them. We're having too many suicides, and I know it has a lot to do with the transits. And I read further into, there's several transits that are working together, and we are going to see a handful of suicides. There's already been 3 famous people that have all done it, and then here personally, there's someone here in Powhatan that did it also. So it does make me worry for the people that are hanging on emotionally. A lot of people are losing their shit. Okay, they're losing their shit. I feel like I'm gonna lose mine, but I can't, because I'm a Scorpio and I need to control it. At least I use it for good and not to control other people, right? Okay, Saturday, June 16th, we have codes of 7 and 6. So we're going to have awakenings, and we're also going to be needing to feed the soul that day also. Showing your love through service. The emotional sensitivity, once again, it hasn't stopped, has it? Okay, but we'll also have healthy self-esteem. We'll be warm and expressive, exuberant and energetic, thanks to the sun. So we get a break from the hard angles on Saturday. But there is a couple of things that are butting their heads on Saturday also. Fighting in the head. You do this. No, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. No, you shouldn't do this. You should do that. You're still going to have that fight. I don't know how long it's going to go on. Problem is it's basically one huge transit, and the other ones just keep, it's like a wound that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And just when you're at the point where you're like, God, when is this going to heal? It starts healing. And then you're like, all right, finally a little bit of relief. And then the scab comes off. And it gets picked out again. And then you fall on your knee and reopen it. And just that repetitive pain where we're really getting whacked right now. And a lot of people aren't able to fight this battle. Please, please get help. If you can't take it anymore, please call someone. Please call someone and get some help, because we can't all be warriors, okay? We gotta have our vulnerable sides. And with some people, both are showing. Some people turn it off and they turn warrior, or they try not to feel it, they try to fight it, and then they lose their mind, or they go through it like me, and you cry and you purge, and you sit here and make a video and think, God, I sound so fucking depressing, but it's all good. It's the message, you know. It's important for me. It's important that you guys know that I'm a real person and that I have real feelings, and I'm experiencing this shit just like you are. Well, anyways, that's your horoscope for the week. I'll see you guys next week.